Welcome into game two, everybody. Take it away, George and Revamp.
Yes, sir. It is that boy revamp pimping and 49er pimp in the booth. We have a slobber knocker here tonight. Baylor in Wisconsin. And it's raining, pimp. What you expecting from this matchup?
I think we're definitely going to see some running of the football. Uh, we definitely want to see Jalen Berger's replacement, right? I think the kid's a sophomore, power back, and yeah, it's going to be goaded.
Yeah, it's going to be goaded for sure. Both of these coaches were having a really good season last season. So it's going to be interesting to see how they start off this year. You know, Brusso has a familiar team in Wisconsin, but like you said, they are losing Berger. They did lose Berger. A couple different faces, so let's see how they roll tonight. But first play from the offensive drive, we have Baylor handing it off to Mick Williams, and that Wisconsin defense is there to slow him up on the edge.
Yeah, trying to hit the edge right there. Looked like a little bit of a jet sweep there. Going to the boundary side rather than the field side. But with these conditions and the boundary right there, stopped him before he ever got going.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm expecting to see a lot of from Wisconsin. You know, great coach, solid, hard-nosed defense. They're going to try to show it right there. By God, what a tackle right there. -1 yard rush, 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that was a great tackle right there by 52, Big Johnson. Out there on the outside. Looked like a shoestring tackle out there. Looked like he had the edge out there, Revamp. Looked like he was about to turn up.
Yeah, definitely looked like he was about to turn up for sure. But like you said, that shoestring tackle, I haven't yet mastered the art of that. But, you know, once you get it down, it's a big key. But we have Baylor coming out in a shotgun formation. The crowd in Wisconsin is going wild. He's throwing it straight to Holmes for a first down.
I mean, that's what you want to get right there. If the running game ain't really getting you first downs, turn to the pass. And anytime you could flip the down and distance like that, shut this crowd down, you're loving it.
And for your first throw from Blake Shapen, I mean, that's what you want right there. Move the chains, and Williams is going to move the chains. 11-yard rush, Craig Williams, and they're going no huddle.
Anytime you get a lot of momentum like that, you're going to go right back to it. And the running back is one of the reasons why we're here in Baylor this year.
100%. You're not lying. Shapen dropping back. Looking, bit of big boys in his face and brings him down.
Number 95, defensive tackle. Looked like he got through the guard and the center right there. Just maybe split the double team on that one. Or maybe they need to put a double team on that man. He dropped back a good 12 yards and still got tackled. Now it's 2nd and 23.
It's tragic. Man looked like Vince Wilfork up there, just swallowed that center and then swallowed the quarterback. But Baylor coming out in a single back formation. Shapen looking for the tight end Sims. Sims able to catch it for a 14-yard gain.
What a pass to Sims, but maybe even a better catch. Made the adjustment, took the spin, took a couple of hits and held on to it. Puts them in a prime 3rd and 9 now.
Prime 3rd and 9 indeed. The crowd is going nuts. Shapen rolling out to the right. He is throwing it to his man Williams. Williams comes down with a 23-yard catch. What a tackle after.
Yeah, what a pass. Shapen took that big hit from the defensive tackle earlier, but put that into there was 3 men in the area, floated that over one, bracketed coverage. That's a really nice throw right there.
Great throw for sure. Coming out in this wild formation, gonna hand it off to Mick Williams, but to the right side this time. Mick Williams makes a guy pay, and he takes it all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, we got McWilliams. I don't know if he's related to McLovin, but I'm McLovin that one. Huge touchdown off the right side. Everybody just got their blocks, and he was able to break one tackle and go the distance, putting Baylor up by 6, now 7, as they're on the road, bringing their offense with them.
That play was absolute domination. Like you said, great blocking, was able to get the outside and then made that one man eat the dirt, eat the mud. Got a touchdown. Let's see what Wisconsin can do. They are going to bring it out of the end zone. Number 21 is moving, sliding, and gliding. Going to get tackled at about the 21, Justin Clark.
I really like what I saw from Justin Clark right there. Showed some wiggle, some movement. and was able to read the blocks. And, that's one of the biggest things that you got to do. If you're really going to go for big, long runs, you got to get the blocks and you got to read them right.
Yeah, 100%. Read the blocks, make the right moves, and, once they find their playmakers, I think Russo will be able to get it done. But let's see what these boys are going to do. They are without the burger here tonight. So will the new kid on the block be able to take over in his first run? Braylon Allen, 1-yard rush.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of defensive penetration right there from Baylor. Brought some pressure right there on the edges, close those gaps quickly. Not a bad run. Wisconsin's going to be doing that all day long, and you got to stop them on every single play.
Coming out once again, but they're in a single back formation this time. Got the halfback all alone back there, 2 tight ends, and he's going to throw it to the wide receiver on the corner. Wow, he was not able to get his foot down. That's tragic.
Pretty great pass. Got it in the spot you want it to be. Maybe let him too much. I don't think so. I think if the receiver just focuses a little bit more on his feet, kind of knows his space, but it's hard to do and concentrate, in these conditions. It's tough. Missed opportunity right there, but still got a third down opportunity here.
Yeah, I agree with you. Honestly, it looked like a catch to me, but you know how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But let's see if Wisconsin can shake it off. 3rd and 9. Going to have to see who is going to be the playmaker for this team. Who's going to be the one to step up when they need it the most. Sitting in the pocket, strong, delivering it. Marcus Allen, 24-yard catch.
Marcus Allen isn't just known for running. He could catch. That is a really great delivery right there. Looked like a post route. Really had the time to wait in the pocket and let that develop and just delivered a strike right over the middle.
Great patience by the quarterback. Great patience indeed. Got Lemur lurking around. Allen getting a handoff, making a man miss. Gets 3 yards.
Yeah, it's just 3 yards on that play. However, you see the power of Braylon Allen on that one. Not going down the first one, and even the second man still got a blow delivered to him.
Yeah, interesting to see Braylon Allen getting this action. I wonder if he's going to be a running back that's just going to get stronger and stronger as the game goes.
Very well could be, especially if this Wisconsin offensive line gets stronger. They've been able to do well in pass protect. They just need to get this run game going.
Looks like they are going to come out in a shotgun formation this time, and they're going to throw a quick one to the outside to their man on Marcus Allen. 6 yards, 3rd and 1.
I think that's his second catch today, and now he's got about 30 yards. And this one, just as big as the last one, sets up a short 3rd and 1, so the whole playbook is open. You're not quite in field goal range at this point, so you'd really like to get this first down.
Indeed, 3rd and 1. Manageable for sure. Marcus Allen does have 2 catches. I think we will see more. And he's able to get it dumped off quickly to number 3, Contez Lewis. I probably messed that first name up, but what a great catch. What a great run after the catch to get the first down.
Yeah, and the pass game is looking strong for Wisconsin, even with these conditions. The only incompletion there might have been a completion, but we don't have reviews in online head-to-head user games.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have no budget with referees. But Braylon Allen getting a strong counter. 9-yard rush.
And there you see Braylon Allen getting a little bit of space, and you can see what he can do. He's got some agility. Wasn't taken down by the first man there. The first man just slowed him up and had to get the cavalry out there.
Let's see if Braylon Allen will get the legs turning once again, or if Wisconsin's going to come out and pass it. They are in a shotgun with a tight end offset in the back, and it's a read option. The quarterback takes it, gets the first down, and slides. Smart move?
Smart move. There were so many men on the line of scrimmage right there. It's actually a win just to get past the number of defenders that were right there lined up on the LOS.
Yeah, I agree. And you get the first down, move the chains. That's what Wisconsin's doing really good right now. Braylon Allen just skating through the lane. Another 5-yard rush. He's starting to get churning.
Yeah, well, the offensive line is starting to get some push up there, right up the middle. Looked like the center or the guard, one of the guards had reached the second level. And that's what you want to see because then Braylon Allen is able to skate, and with how hard he is to bring down, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, Braylon Allen reminded me a lot of a running back that we saw last season named Bo Nose. But he is going to fucking play action and dump it off to the man, Braylon Allen, to the right side. Braylon Allen does what he does best, run the ball.
And that play right there is kind of the essence of why you slide with the quarterback. You could have pushed it maybe for a TD opportunity right there, but now you're on schedule and your quarterback didn't take a hit and he's still delivering these passes right on time, right on target.
Yeah, Wisconsin's quarterback is looking absolute on one right there. I'm not sure exactly what happened. He was able to get one out of it, but that looked like they might have had a miscommunication back there.
Looked like a broken play for sure. Don't know the cause of it. We could ask the coach about that after the game. And that just came at an inopportune time while you're down here at the goal line trying to score to tie it up.
Yeah, tough conditions right now. You are in the red zone, but he's going to dump it off to the slant man. Chimere Dyke, 7-yard catch, first catch of the day.
Yeah, and as we're approaching the end, now the end of the first quarter, Wisconsin's offense is definitely here to play also. We saw Baylor's offense definitely here to play, but Wisconsin's offense is definitely here to play too. And we haven't really had any negative plays from Wisconsin, which has been impressive so far.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of what we saw last season. Coach Brusso seems to get the most, if not all, of his players' ability, And there it is right there. He's getting the most of that one right there. A touchdown pass, first touchdown pass for Wisconsin this season.
Impressive pass pro right there by the Badgers O-line. Looked like they were looking for the halfback angle route. That was covered decently. So then he looked for a second option right there to the out route to the tight end. And that was kind of guarded, but ballsy throw right there. Putting it on target and tying this ball game up.
Put it on target indeed. They did tie it up. And now Williams is going to try to bring it out. And he broke off the first man, broke off the second man. Good Lord.
Little bit disappointing there for the special teams unit of Wisconsin. They were looking for some big hits, maybe the strips. Maybe it's a little bit too soon for that. Baylor's athletes are out here looking for big plays, and it could get dangerous.
Could get dangerous indeed. We know this high-powered Baylor Bears offense can strike at any moment. They only got 3 that time, but you got to stay honest with the run.
That was a great tackle holding them to 3. That Baylor running back was off to the races. And if that man doesn't break down and make such a great open field tackle, that goes for extra yardage. Great play.
Chapin dropping back, and he's going to throw it to Jones on the left side. What a throw, George. This man is looking like the real deal.
Really impressive throw right there. There was some traffic there, Revamp. That could have easily gone the other way. However, when you put it pixel perfect like that, it becomes difficult to do so.
Yeah, 100%. This man is out here throwing it. Throwing dots through the rain, and he's dropping back looking for somebody to throw it to now. But he's throwing in traffic and somehow comes down with it. Good Lord.
Yeah, and we see the defensive coordinator at one point shaking his head, but he's also kind of licking his chops because Baylor quarterback was back there forever and didn't want to break the pocket, didn't want to take a sack, forced it into coverage right there, but the elite play by the wideout brought it down.
Yeah, 100%. But they are going to hand it off this time. Smart move. Butthole probably puckered up after that one. Get you 3 yards. Keep it moving.
Yeah, after a big play like that, a lot of coaches will say, okay, let's cool the Jets down a little bit and run the football, right? Hadn't seen a run in a while, had some passes there, and that was just in time. Even though they only gained 3, you're not taking any chances throwing into the defense again. So they were licking their chops.
Yeah, that definitely could have been a pick, that one pass to Mick Williams for sure. But Mick Williams is looking like one hell of a playmaker so far. I mean, he has 1 touchdown on the day, 1 big catch. Another run right here. Hit him with a double, juke, bang, bang, boomerang, and he took it all the way. Good Lord.
Unbelievable athleticism by that man right there. Had some contact and was able to survive that. Other backs, once they hit some contact, even from their own players, sometimes they'll fall to the ground or they'll get slowed down enough that they're not able to regain their speed. He hit the fucking acceleration twice or three times on that play while changing directions. Really impressive run.
Yeah, impressive run for sure. I agree with you. A lot of these guys, they barely get touched. They start stumbling, but Mick Williams was able to stay on his feet right there. Impressive run. I don't know if this man got some vibranium ankles or if he does some crazy training in the offseason, but Mick Williams is looking like the real deal so far.
Yeah, that's why he chose Baylor, so that he could be the focal point of the entire offense. He's not just going to be doing it with his legs; he's also going to be coming down and playing in the passing game, and that's why he chose to be a Bear.
Wisconsin, though, this is a man right here, and he is a Bear his damn self. The Wisconsin Badger, grown man, Braylon Allen, 9-yard rush.
9-yard rush on first down. There is never a time where you're going to say no to that. With this much time left in the ball game, being at home, having the crowd behind you love to see it.
Yeah, 100%. After a big offensive play by Baylor last time, just got to keep coming out here and grinding it out if you're Brusso. They are going to hand it off once again, but Baylor's defense strikes fast. They're in the backfield, 3rd and 3.
And expect that from Baylor pretty much all game long. They are going to try to stop the run. They're going to commit guys to the line of scrimmage, and Wisconsin's going to have to make them pay, not just with quarterback runs like we saw earlier on that first down, but also in the passing game, which they've been able to do too.
Indeed. I think Panda kind of knows, Braylon Allen is the man, and he wants to make Brusso beat him through the air, and that is not how you do it there. Jones picked it out of the sky and took it all the way back.
What a change of events. I really thought that was going to be a quick pass that was going to get completed on what looked to me like an out route, maybe a crossing route. Didn't really see the intended target. Maybe have to take another look at it on replay. But the Baylor Bear defense, as soon as the ball was snapped, just all 11 players started coming running to the line of scrimmage, and the defender just picked that off and caught it in full stride.
Yeah, Baylor is looking like they're firing on all cylinders right now, George. The offense is looking good. Defense is looking great. Special teams has been looking good and looking like they could be a real contender.
Well, the offense is definitely looking explosive. The defense had that one good play. Other than that, on the Wisconsin possession, they seem to be in control offensively. That first down on 9-yard run and then their score on their previous possession. But aside from that turnover, Wisconsin's offense has looked good.
And they do look good. Braylon Allen, really, he's the one looking the best out here. And once again, just churning it up.
Yeah, you see his shiftiness. You see his power. You see his patience and poise, to follow blocks and let the play develop. And that's exactly in style with the Wisconsin Badgers football team.
Yeah, Wisconsin for sure. Looking like real Wisconsin out here. Doesn't matter what your name is. If you play halfback, you're going to make plays, and another play is made.
Yeah, and that could have easily been another on top of they're stacking great plays right now. They really have the whole game, aside from that pick six. And what was interesting is that could have been an extra 15 yards with the face mask right there. Never got called.
Yeah, that would have been crazy to get a face mask. Wow, speaking of crazy, what a throw, what a catch.
Yeah, didn't really set his feet. If he would have, that block did get picked up. That was great pass pro pickup right there. It looked like the halfback, maybe the tight end came over to pick that up from the opposite side. Crazy good pass pro, but he thought that man was going to get through, so he launched it, and shoestring tackle brought it in.
Yeah, the way Baylor is committing right now, though, they are sending a lot of people. I don't know how that man was able to make both reads right there.
I mean, that's just the skill of being able to, have balls, basically. What you really want to do is take one of those guys away, but when you really feel it, you could take both of them out of the play. And sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes, you come up fortunate like that.
That was a big play by Baylor's defense. But that's a big play by Wisconsin's offense. Another first down. Like George said, they are in command.
Wisconsin came back with their own big ball play right there. Being able to see the man-on-man coverage. He's tight, man-on-man. Looked like he had inside leverage even, but having and trust in your receiver come down with that play. Great pass.
Let's see if we can see another great pass here, or if they're going to hand it off to the man, Allen.
Yeah.
Allen's been a straight freight train today, but they are going to throw a little screen to number 13. Got about 4 yards.
Yeah, you'd like to see your guy break a tackle right there. If he breaks a tackle, he probably gets loose. But great tackle by Baylor on that one. And their defense has come to play. Made it tough for Wisconsin. Not extra tough, but just tough enough.
Let's see what Wisconsin has up their sleeve here. It is 2nd and 6. About 1:45 left in the half, and they're going to hand it off to Allen for about 2 yards, 3rd and 4.
Man, what a tackle right there. Really, if Braylon Allen does his Braylon Allen thing right there, he'd probably get stopped at the goal line or maybe in the end zone. Looked like a 4-down look right there, maybe 2 linebackers. Didn't look like everybody was in the box quite as stacked. They were a little bit more spread out on defense right there, and that's why Wisconsin chose to run the football, even though it was kind of a passing situation. Good play by both sides there.
Great play indeed. This is a game of chess, and who is going to make the move next? We have Allen rolling out to the left, so you know it's going to be some sort of pass play. We've got the quarterback rolling out. Is he going to keep it for himself or throw it to somebody? And he threw it to that pimp right there. And good Lord, I ain't seen a man make a move like that. Is that a tight end?
Yeah, that was the tight end that he had originally on the out route. He was open, but that ball sometimes in this game gets underthrown, and the defender is able to somehow magically jump in front of it and jump the route, and it goes the opposite way. With that happening earlier in the game, he decided not to do that. He rolled out, bought some time, and made a great pass.
Yeah, great pass indeed. Great catch.
And a great move, like you called it. That's a great
move, especially by a tight end. We don't see tight ends move like that very often. And good Lord, I don't know if that was intentional grounding or what, but the defense came hot. Offensive pass interference.
Interesting play. I mean, it was a great decision to get rid of the ball. I thought it was going to be grounding, but he was kind of moving away from the pocket at the same time too. Strange offensive pass interference. It's one of the worst calls that I hate in this game.
Call for sure. I don't know what the hell is going on. But let's see. This man is making the right call right now. Throwing to the man number 4. Number 4 is going to score a touchdown. What a run after the catch.
Yeah, I don't know if that was 4 verts or not, but it looked like to me like the halfback came out of the backfield, made that quick out route, going from the middle to the out. Quarterback found him in stride, delivered him the ball, and instead of cutting straight up, he cut back to the inside, then cut up and made his way into the end zone. I wouldn't have minded if he would have gotten tackled, though, on the 2-yard line. That would have killed a little bit more of this 47-second clock.
Yeah, with this Baylor offense, you don't want to give them any time to score, and this special teams is running wild, and number 20, that man Williams, is running wild right now. Good Lord.
Yeah, we saw the explosiveness from him earlier when he was able to get away from some guys. On that one, not just do we see his explosiveness, but we see the blocking from number 55. Jesus Christ. Looked like a block in the back, to be quite honest with you. On replay, we'd have to take a second look, but that play really sprung him.
Yeah, we have somebody keying in from the booth saying it looked like a block in the back indeed, but the ref didn't call it, and Ellis called that one. What a throw, what a catch, What a touchdown. 28-14.
Baylor's brought all of their world-class Texas speed with them, even in these conditions, which is really kind of scary because you're wearing long cleats and the conditions and everything like that. Doesn't matter. Their track speed is on full display here, and they're getting the pass pro necessary to be able to, buy the time they need to be able to deliver the ball downfield.
Yeah, I agree with you. They are looking like some pure athletes out here. I mean, Panda took a lot of teams into consideration when it came time during draft day, but he looked really, really deep into this roster. He felt like it could be a championship team with him behind the helm, and right now, I mean, they're looking like they're firing on all cylinders.
A long season revamp. It's a long game. Cincy earlier in today's call said that, I was able to come back against him after having a big first half deficit. You got to bring it for 4 quarters. If you start changing things up or, if you go to the well too many times, you don't change things enough, another team could snuck you. So with 28 seconds, Wisconsin's already across the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I agree with you, Pimp. Not a way to fucking speak facts. I mean, we've seen it firsthand in the NWO numerous times. No lead is safe, no game is safe, and especially I think Brusso, I mean, he's been known to have a couple comebacks. So you're right, 4 quarters, 23 seconds left. They're driving up the field right now. They're already in field goal range.
Well, they have been able to get this pass game going. They're not one-dimensional. They've been able to move the ball in the air and on the ground. The only difference really is that pick six. Otherwise, Wisconsin would be trying to get the tie right now.
That is true. That is true. And he makes the right read right there, able
Yeah.
to throw it out.
Yeah, I mean, that's a first down play. You only got one more timeout. You don't want to throw anything shorter than the 10-yard to gain because that wouldn't stop the clock for you. So throwing it out of bounds right there after seeing your guys and fully surveying as much as possible, it's the right call.
Smart call indeed. Wisconsin's known to do that. Like we said earlier, they make the most of their calls. Quarterback rolling out again, but he is going to throw it low, throw it a little short of the first, but they might be just trying to get the first or field goal at this point.
He was hopeful, he was hopeful that he could get a broken tackle right there, and he sort of did. But there was another guy to close up quick right there and bring him down. And so now probably going to see the field goal unit here.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. I mean, you got 9 seconds left. I thought he might come out in that offense. You really got to make something happen really quick. Maybe try to get it out of bounds if you don't see something deep. But
Regular three. Quarterback sort of sold on that pass. And that was the kind of matchup that you sort of want. I would have liked something more towards the end zone if you're going to take the risk of passing it. You go into the end zone because if you just get short of the end zone, you're just kicking a shorter field goal anyways. That doesn't give you too much of an advantage. I'd like the look that Wisconsin got from Baylor's defense. It looked to me kind of like a regular 3-3-5 look. And there wasn't anybody further back deep. So I think they would have been susceptible to something deeper into the end zone. Of course, kind of takes a pair of nuts to throw it in there, though. And coming away with 3 was probably the better decision.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely takes a pair of nuts to just launch that into the end zone or throw anything inbounds with no timeouts. But, you kind of said it. You kind of nailed it on the head. This Baylor defense has been playing aggressive all game.
Very, very aggressive all game, especially on the one biggest defensive play of the game, right? That we had 11 guys just streaking to the backfield, and the guys that were the deepest, they were the ones that kind of got near the ball on a short pass, right? When they were all streaking right towards the backfield, if there was a deeper pass there or something, probably would have floated right over their heads, right? Probably walked into the end zone. But it was a short pass, quick fire deliver, and they were able to pick it up. And this Baylor team's speed is really just causing a little bit of a matchup problem right now for Wisconsin.
Yeah, you're right. The speed is becoming a problem. But, I think Wisconsin, they're going to keep hanging in there, keep battling back for sure.
Yeah, all they really need is one good drive right here to get some points,
Yeah,
a
one big stop.
defensive stop, and then another score, and they're right back in this game.
100%. If they can get that stop going, punch Baylor in the mouth just a little bit, might be able to get this shit cracking. But Braylon Allen going to hand it off to the man. You already know that. First play of the half, 2-yard rush, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, you want a little bit more from that, but that's okay. You got to keep testing this defense. You know, Panda's doing a decent job of changing things up. I see 4 down linemen now, 3 linebackers. You know, so he's changing things up.
Yeah, changing it up. Looks like Brusso, quarterback, going to throw it off to number 13. Number 13's made quite a few little short plays today. 3rd and 2.
This Wisconsin passing attack is really starting to rack up the numbers. A lot of guys are getting calls and multiple calls. You know, there's a couple guys open, a couple guys dropping back deep into zone coverage. You're just testing the defense to see what you can get away with. He's been able to make time, buy time with his legs and deliver the football.
Yeah, you're correct. They are making the plays when they need to. I mean, I'm feeling a big play coming at some point from this Wisconsin offense, and that's it right there. I could see it in my eyes. Baylor was playing way too aggressive at front, and it was only a matter of time before the wall broke down.
3rd and 2. If you pigeonhole Wisconsin into just being able to run the football on 3rd and 2, you better man-on-man cover that really, really fucking well. Because if you don't have any deep safety help over there and he makes your man miss while catching the ball, he's streaking down the sidelines.
Streaking down the sidelines indeed, and he almost streaked all the way to the end zone. Baylor's track speed was able to catch him, though, in the at the last moment. But by God, Braylon Allen getting a handoff and just killing kids.
Yeah, he's swagging surfing right now, for sure. He's definitely out there skating. Really, really nice. Looking like Nancy
looked
Kerrigan out there skating.
That boy looked like Unk doing those little disco skates. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes that be disco skating.
Looking like the movie ATL.
Hey. But it is 2nd and goal. Wisconsin got all the big boys up front.
So does Baylor. Baylor's got 5 down linemen.
Oh, wow. I did not expect Baylor to be able to push through right there, but they got the stop. 3rd and goal on the 1.
Wisconsin had a great initial push, but Baylor had one defensive tackle that was able to shed his block and stand stout in the same hole that the play was designed to run into. Just fortunate for one side, but fortunate that we still have another down here for the Wisconsin side.
Yeah, that was a big play by that big defensive tackle. I wonder if it's that impact player up front. That boy made one of the biggest plays of the day right there. But Wisconsin gonna pitch it to Braylon Allen on the left side. And dear God, Milton came shooting from the sky like a missile. Somehow caught him and tackled him.
Unbelievable. You really see that Wisconsin speed and run blocking, shore up the outside right there. And one Baylor defender is able to slice through defenders and able to make a diving tackle before Braylon Allen is able to reach the end zone. Unbelievable. I thought he was going to walk right in.
Yeah, shades of Troy Polamalu right there. That kid came streaking from the opposite side of the field at that. That kid, you got to test that kid. 4.2 40 or something. Jesus.
It looked to me like Hufanga, but
hey,
agree to disagree.
But they are going to come out 4th and goal, fellas. They got the big boys out there, and they're just going to pound it in. Braylon Allen touchdown. No, that wasn't Braylon Allen. Who's number 1?
Number 1 must be the guy that goes in for Braylon Allen when Braylon Allen is, putting the team on his back too many plays in a row, and they have full confidence to run that play with him as well in there. And that's what Wisconsin's identity is. And Baylor, was tough on a couple plays right there on the goal line, but not tough enough for all the plays right there at the goal line. Good job for Wisconsin to get this within 4.
Yeah, for sure. And big balls right there to go for it on 4th and goal. I mean, I know you're on the 1-yard line, but you take a field goal, you're down by 8. You're like, that's reasonable. Bad a way to go for it right there. Trust your boys up front. Got the push. 28-24.
And it's not just balls. It's definitely that, but it's also just situation awareness, and then also just having a feel for the game, which cannot be underlooked. Some of these coaches have a real feel for the game. That was a good job right there.
Good job indeed. And Williams,
Ooh.
by God, with the back step spin, got a little 5-yard scamper. That was gross.
Yeah, that's some user stick skills on display right there. That's not done by any of the computer. That is 100% human seeing it and human doing it. Nice play.
It looks like they're going to hand it off to Williams. Once again, we've already seen that play strike big once before earlier in the game.
Yeah, and what's just as impressive on that play, not so much the run that stood out, just the block by 44. He really in space. He didn't miss his block. He got his block, and that's what was able to let the running back, get the space that he needed to. And I've seen impressive plays from him now a couple times.
Yeah, this Wisconsin defense, they're playing tough. Baylor's out here showing their track speed, and this boy Mick Williams, Mick Double, out here showing his 9-yard rush on first down.
And this is why, even if you look like a track team at the beginning of the game is football. The game is hitting and blocking. Mick Williams has to show his Mick toughness for 4 quarters. And as he gets more quick carries, we'll see how tough he is.
You ain't lying. And Mick Williams got plunged right there like a clogged up toilet, 3rd and 1.
Tackle that time by number 56, Big Johnson. I think we got a 52 Big Johnson and a 56 Big Johnson. Unless I don't know numbers anymore. This is getting interesting. They got a lot of Big Johnsons out there.
They got a bunch of Big Johnsons, indeed. Got a bunch of corn-fed pimps. Bunch of big boys up front. But Baylor throwing a dot. That boy Presley coming down, looking like Elvis all shook up, gets the first down.
Wisconsin making it tough on Baylor right now. They had a force feed the curl route in man-on-man coverage. Big ballsy throw right there. Got it done.
Big ballsy throw, big run right there by Williams. We've seen a lot of work from these two halfbacks, Williams, Mick Williams, good Lord.
Little bit of that spin move action right there. I won't quite call it what I could, but sometimes those spin animations could become pretty OP, and he got into one right there, spun off about 4 or 5 tacklers that I thought would have brought him down.
Hit him with that spinneroonie, looking like Booker T in his prime. But Shapen's been on fire today. They got Williams and Mick Williams in the backfield. Looks like Wisconsin's bringing the dogs, and they are chasing after Shapen. Shapen somehow fast enough to get out of the way and got out of bounds before he got obliterated.
It looked like we hit maybe like the max gas tank that Shapen had, because if that was Connor Williams, I swear Connor Williams last year with Oklahoma would have cut that back to the inside as that defender was kind of angling him towards the sideline. Look for that cutback later on in the game. I don't know if Shapen has quite what Connor Williams has, but man, big play right there by the QB.
A big play in Williams, a big spin. I mean, these boys are out here showing all of their finesse.
Yeah, but number 15 came up and made that big tackle. You don't want too many of those on your halfback with Ferrari-like speed, because usually the halfbacks are the ones that get the worst end of it. Held onto the football right there, though, so he's got good hands.
Uh-oh, watch the left side here. Shapen looking for his dog. Somehow was able to break the guy off. I don't know what this man is on today. And he slid down like he's sliding into home plate. I don't know how he broke that guy off.
I mean, it looked like he should have been knocked off of his feet. It looked like it should have been a decleater, and instead, the defensive lineman just gets bucked to the floor. And then, when he's about to get tackled again, he gets an incredible block on the backside.
Yeah, this boy Mick Williams only gets a 1-yard rush right there. Wisconsin, they're at the point where they got to bend, not break. They really have to dig deep, come together, make a big play, at least hold these Baylor Bears to 3.
Well, the great thing that we're seeing from Wisconsin, even though they're starting to get a little bit more tired maybe now, is that they have made it really, really hard on this possession to get and earn every single point that's put on the board. They made it extremely hard for Baylor to come down. That was probably the best defense that we saw from Wisconsin this game so far. and Baylor really had to go into their bag and get fortunate on some of those plays to score this one. So Wisconsin's still kind of in that same position of having to score, get a stop, and score again to end this game, but it's completely doable because we haven't even gotten our fours up yet, chat.
Yeah, haven't even got our fours up yet. It's getting close. About 30 seconds left. Baylor was able to score with Williams right there. An absolutely devastating cut juke move. I mean, that
Oh,
was
he's an athlete.
yeah, that was the best looking defense so far from Wisconsin, but they've got to get it all together. One drive, figure out how to stop Williams and McWilliams. Those kids, they're crazy. They got to get piss tested for sure.
It could be a turnover. It could be a fumble. It could be an interception. We've
Right.
seen Baylor get one interception. Without that pick six, this is nearly a tie game. This is Wisconsin with the ball, maybe taking the lead or tying it up. So it's not that unbelievable to see Baylor getting a turnover.
That is true. Oh my
Oh,
God, we almost had another one there.
yeah.
Throw your
So
fours up.
yeah, throw your fours up. 3rd and 6, and that was an aversion of disaster right there because if that had been a pick right there with the way Baylor's offense has been looking, that might have been not able to come back from without an immediate turnover going the other way.
Yeah, but there he is, standing strong in the pocket like we've seen a lot in this game, delivering another strike to his boy Allen.
Super impressive quarterback play right there. Out of the quarterback, we saw the defensive tackle starting to break through on that one. And just before he got tackled, delivering a strike over a post route right in the middle. Big gain.
Big gain. This quarterback has been making a lot of big throws, and that's another one. Wow.
Impressive throw right there. Maybe even more impressive than the last one. He didn't have to hang in the pocket quite as long. He saw his man, and even with coverage behind him, he said, hey, if he's not looking at my guy, if he's not looking at me, then he can't see me throwing it. Great pass.
Great pass for sure. Great catch. Great awareness all around. That looked like defensive pass interference right there. These referees are smoking pole.
Yeah, and we see the coach on the sideline trying. They're smoking. What? We see the coach on the sideline starting to to pull the flag and say, hey, where's it at? And he could be right. That linebacker kind of ran right. I mean, they both have right to the ball, but definitely the route got stopped on that play.
Yeah, the route got stopped. Unfortunately, the game is older. Shit happens, but definitely should have been a pick. Oh my God! Should have been a pass interference, but now it's an interception.
And that's a tough one right there because you have two routes that are kind of crossing each other, right? You have one that's crossing from right to left a little bit deeper, and you got one that's crossing from left to right a little bit shorter. And you kind of are watching both things at the same time. And while you're watching them, there's a guy in between both levels, and he's able to pick it off from the second level. If the first level, maybe would have been the option, he could have. Oh, and that's whoa. Touchdown saving tackle right there, folks, because Mick Williams would have been off to the Mick races.
Yeah, that man was almost off to the Mick races indeed. I mean, what the hell? That's probably the 4th or 5th time we've seen that same play right there, 49er pin. What does Wisconsin need to do to key in on that?
I mean, to be honest with you, it's really tough to key in on that play because you're being attacked from so many different angles. You can see the play art right there, and it's going to be a big pass play.
Oh,
And that, besides it being a drop, was a dotty, right? In tight coverage, big ballsy throw, but perfect timing. So you can't really just pin your ears back and, stop the run. We saw what that did for Baylor when they try to do it against Wisconsin. Wisconsin with a huge play. So you can't just shut down one thing because it leaves you open. These coaches are adjusting.
yeah, Justin, indeed. That was a dot right there, but the defense almost made the adjustment they needed and made the play. Williams off to the races once again, hitting his signature double, bang, bang. This man just skating.
Yeah, he's definitely playing it like it's a video game. I mean, he's got video game type of abilities right now. He's definitely, showing the shake, the shimmy. hitting the outside, hitting it hard, not just with speed, but with power. It's dangerous.
Yeah, speed and power. This team is showing a little bit of both. They've been showing
Oh,
a lot of speed, but Wisconsin has been showing more power, and the power came through right there, 2nd and 10.
yeah, and we're getting now down to the time where we do need a quick turnover. Wisconsin's got us. Maybe take some chances and find a way to really take the ball here. Whether it's delivering a big hit or stealing a ball, stepping in front of one.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they are
44 with
coming
that
out.
block.
Yeah, big block indeed, but they came out in that same formation they've been hitting all game with. They just flipped it to the other side that time, and it's been killing it.
Yeah, I mean he really really loves that play, and he loves more than that play. He loves his personnel in that play.
Yeah, 100%. This man got Raris.
Yeah, and then the big blocks come up for him right on time.
Wow. Hey, Wisconsin might have caught a break right there because if Chapin was able to connect with his wide receiver, I don't know if anybody was there to stop him.
And that was the kind of play that led to Wisconsin's last turnover, where you got players kind of crossing each other. Things get messy sometimes in this game where you have guys crossing each other.
You never want to cross with another man.
Crossing streams?
Crossing streams. And let's see if Wisconsin can cross the stream right now. They stopped them. 3rd and 10.
The interesting thing is going to be if you stop them on 3rd and 10, is Baylor just going to take their 3? I don't know. What do you think, Revamp? Do you think that would be the case if that's what happens on this 3rd down? I know I'm putting the horse, the cart in front of the horse a little bit because it's still 3rd down, but it would be interesting, to think about. But it might be something to think about after this play.
Yeah, I think if they get 4, 5, or 6 right here, they might go for it. But if they don't get anything, and it doesn't matter, because Mick Williams is just getting all the Mick yards today, catches, runs, touchdowns, all of it.
What? I hope he's wearing his McFlak jacket because his McRibs have got to be getting hurt now. He's really, really putting in a lot. He's had so many touches, and it's not just in the pass game; it's also in the run game, the pass game.
And that's
There he is
another.
again.
Yeah, I don't know if this kid's going to be able to survive the entire season, but good Lord, he is an absolute weapon for these Baylor Bears. He's killing it.
Yeah, why wasn't he recruited to Texas?
I have no idea. That's probably why he's tearing it up, trying to let people know. But Chapin is dropping back. He's got a big dog coming at him. Was able to disrupt the pass.
Yeah, and that's just unfortunately a little bit of that old servers right there. Those old servers really slowing down the game for both sides. You can see it even as they're trying to pick plays. The game is just really, really starting to slow down because there's no way that pass doesn't get picked off based on the defensive positioning that I saw.
Yeah, you're right. With the lag, I mean, it's hard to make any kind of plays off of that. You're just, Jesus, take the wheel. It's Chapin. Good Lord, this man is throwing out dots, laser beams, and that's another touchdown.
Yeah, and with the way that the game is right now, you have to make every single step count for every player on the field. When you get your user playing going the wrong direction with with game speed that it's at right now, you have to make your decision and be right. Otherwise, that guy's running right past you, which is what we just saw right there.
Yeah, especially with the speed these Baylor Bears have, it's hard to match up with them speed for speed.
Speed for speed, cheek for cheek, dollar for dollar.
Dollar for dollar, make them holla. We've been seeing Baylor putting all their dollars out here tonight. All the NIL money they spent. But let's see. See if Wisconsin can get a little something going. They are going to throw an absolute dot to the right side for a 1st down.
Yeah, and this team has been overall impressive to me. Of course, you don't like the interceptions that were thrown. One of them was worth 7 points, so that brings us back to about 35. And the other interception was
Oh,
It is very rare, Revamp, that you get a defensive end interception. It is very, very rare. I've put guys at defensive end that were former wide receivers, and I've stalked halfback screens and other plays that go out to the flats like that. I know it's coming. I put my guy out there. I hold the button. I spam the button, and I don't get defensive end interceptions. When you start getting a defensive end interception like that, your team is cooking.
Your team's cooking.
Your team is cooking.
Straight
So
Gordon Ramsay.
so even though Wisconsin has come in here and given a great fight, this Baylor team is a little bit different at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, at that point, I don't even know if that was a damn defensive end. That boy looked like 300 plus pounds. That could have very well been a defensive tackle, to be honest, which makes it even worse. But you're right. When shit's cooking like
Look at number
that,
44 out there. He is looking gross out there. He is running with about as much speed as the halfback is. And that is not common for NCAA football 14. If I knew that the fullback was that fast, I would have picked Baylor.
yeah, I mean, Baylor looking like a squad right now. Like I said, Panda's hand selected this team. He had a high draft pick in the
Yes.
NWL draft, and he picked this
Number
team
3 overall.
full confidence.
Yeah, there would have been no chance for me to pick him. He had him. The first team was the Oregon Ducks. Second team was the LSU Tigers, who we're going to see in a matchup on Wednesday. I believe that's our next game, possibly. And then this third team, Baylor Bears. Panda knew his team right away,
Yeah, 100%.
and
It
he
was like
told us that
track stars.
the halfback had a lot of speed, and that's why he was going to be picking him. And we're like, okay, well, we'll just stop the run and stack the box. And he's just like, no, he's going to be a big part of the passing game too. It'd be really interesting to see what his end of game numbers are.
Yeah, the crazy thing is as much as it looks like Mick Williams is doing most of the cooking, we've seen his little broski Williams
Yeah.
cook just as much.
Yeah, Mick Williams, you think is a smaller guy, but nah, he's the big feller back there. He looks like a wideout, like a King Henry back there. He's really tall. And then the Williams kid, without the Mick, minus the Mick, he is a little bit smaller, but man, he is speedy too.
Speedy, exactly. And 45-24, fellas, we are about to hit the 2-minute mark of the game. Let's see if Wisconsin can get something rolling right here. See if they can get another touchdown before the game ends.
They've had really, really good possessions. The only problem has been because they've been forced to make such fast decisions based on the defensive pressure. A couple of those plays they've had to force into tight spaces, and the defense hasn't missed. We haven't seen the defense drop the ball yet.
Yeah, these boys out here catching everything, out here running around, but what a pass right there. Wisconsin still fighting, gets another first down.
Yeah, Wisconsin has a decent quarterback here. He's able to make that that out route right there. It didn't look like it was from one side of the field to the other, but it was from the middle of the field to the long side. That was pretty good.
And what a throw once again. He is eating up that middle. That was a post route. Number 4, Allen. What a great catch.
Yeah, Coach Russo sees the field really well. When he's given time and there's not too hot of pressure, he's made great decisions.
He's dropping back once again. Looks like he's getting pressured. Throwing it across his body. Might have been just throwing it away. Getting it out of there. Living to play another down.
Yeah, and we got to give the Baylor defense low-key credit there because, we could always say that Wisconsin O-line selling, but their pass pro was looking really good at the beginning of the game, those first 2 possessions especially. But Baylor's, pressures kind of ratcheted up right there on that play.
Yeah, Baylor's been bringing a lot of pressure most of the game, playing a lot of aggressive defense. Looks like they're sitting back more in coverage now. The big boys up front are just getting the job done for them.
Yeah, that star player right there. Sorry.
Nah, you're good. You're right. That star player's been eating it up. But speaking of eating it up, they've been eating up those post routes up the middle.
Yeah, he threw it in some coverage right there, and his man came down with it. Great throw, strong delivery right there. Um, and Baylor, if you've noticed, they switch it up between 3 down linemen and 4 down linemen pretty consistently.
You're right. They are coming down with 4 this time. A bunch of
Yeah.
big boys coming. They got pressure.
Yeah, it's like the whole O line missed their block on that one. Not initially, they got their initial punch, but after their initial punch, they weren't able to sit down, drop their hips and sit down and stay in front of their man. They all, kind of O-laid right there. It was really, really strange. It's like, look, 3 mirrors in a row.
Looks like Baylor's coming down with 3 defensive linemen this time. Looks like they're sitting in kind of a contain, but they're going to throw an absolute dot to the right side, and Wisconsin is going to score a touchdown.
And there on that play, the Wisconsin balls pays off because the deeper man, gets the ball and he is able to cut up field and score a touchdown. I thought he was going to throw it to the shorter man. I really didn't think he was going to throw it to the deeper man, but they were kind of both running the same direction at different depths. And he delivered it to the deeper man and got it in for a touchdown. Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Looks like they are going to come out in the onside kick formation. I mean, at this point, it's your only option, really. You do still have 3 timeouts, but you got to hope and pray you can get an onside kick. I don't know if we've seen any in the NWO. Oh, my God! Dear Lord, and we just saw one there.
If you get that one, you score. You get 3 timeouts. You stop them. You have a chance.
Yeah, you have a chance indeed. I mean, shit, that was absolute. I don't even know how to fucking kick onside kicks. I mean, you got to have some shit go your way, and it went their way. Let's see if they can capitalize, goddammit.
Let's interview him about it.
Be like, what you doing? You cheating?
No, that's JT.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Oh. Holy cannoli, what a fucking play, and that is going to be the end, folks.
What's really impressive about that play, Revamp, is I never saw the defender turn around and look at the ball. That was very, very, very impressive. When you could catch the ball without seeing it, good God.
Yeah, you got to put that man a tight end or something. Does look like Baylor is going to come out and run their signature play once again to Williams. Wisconsin got there this time.
Williams didn't look too fast on that one.
Yeah, hopefully he's not starting to come down with something. You don't want to overuse him.
With about a minute left, Wisconsin's not even taking timeouts right here. They're going to let this one play out. Be interesting if there was a quick turnover, though.
Yeah, it would be interesting indeed. It looks like 24 came screaming down. He was able to connect with that hit right there. It might have been something, but Williams is shifty. We've seen it all game.
Oh, yeah, he's actually a great compliment to Mick Williams. That's quite the 1-2 punch right there, especially when you take into account that they run a 2 running back split only sometimes. Sometimes they got the regular tight end and a fullback back there. So nice, impressive ground attack here for Baylor.
Nice ground attack indeed. I don't know if we've seen too much through the air from their wide receivers, but I mean, when you got your running backs just doing it like this, you might as well just keep handing it off.
Yeah, you got the Williams and the Mick Williams brothers, and those guys have put in great work today. Had complete confidence the whole time. The coach called their number over and over again, and they just step up to the plate in the passing game and the running game. Never put the ball down on the ground in these sloppy conditions. Came up with big catches at certain points, breaking tackles, unbelievable spin moves, juke moves. They did it all today.
They did do it all indeed. I mean, right now they're looking like a tough team to beat, but you said it earlier in the game. It is a long season. You got to have a lot more tricks to your pony. I mean, but hey, they brought them out today.
Do we have Coach Panda in the?
Yes, you do.
Hey, good game, coach.
Yeah, good game, Brusso, man. EA was EA was on my side tonight. I mean, you played well, but some of those picks, like the one my defensive end guy, that's just EA. You know, nothing you can do about that. That's not me being any better than you being any worse, nothing like that. That's just, you know, a good game, man. Yeah, you played well. You fought well. You got that onside kick. I got scared. I got scared. I was like, he's about to come back and beat me. But we played well.
Yeah, that was a good game. Definitely, both coaches definitely put it all out there. Showed a lot of grit and just a lot of what y'all are gonna bring throughout. Speaking of a lot of what you're gonna bring, I mean, you hand selected this team. You had the third overall pick. I'm gonna let you explain why you picked this team.
Yeah. So everyone who's watched me, the past 3 seasons, you see this stat line. You're not looking at me. 14 passes total, only 159 yards. Um, I picked this team because of these two boys right here. I hyped up Craig Williams in the chat. I was like, oh, I got this fast guy. But I purposely didn't mention Tay McWilliams. He's a stud. He's a stud. This isn't something you'd see last year. Two running backs getting 100 plus yards, both getting double digit carries. I came into this with a completely different mindset than I had all last season. Receivers did well. We had, I think, one or two drops, a few bad passes where we ran into each other. But other than that, we came out there and played efficient football, played aggressive, and got it done.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I mean, y'all were clicking on all cylinders. Williams and Mick Williams looking like a dual threat. If I saw right, I think Mick Williams had 20 plus 20 plus yard rushes. Yeah. I mean, anytime your running back gets 3 rushes for 20 yards or more, I mean, he's killing it. And then go up Williams, 5 broken tackles. Good Lord.
Yeah, a
Good
little
Lord.
shifty dude.
Good
He,
Lord.
he only weighs
168
168
pounds.
pounds, but you can't tell it. I swear he's just greased up.
That boy definitely greased up. He's so damn small you can't get a hand on him.
Definitely excited to get these guys out on the field more. Definitely, the only problem with with Williams, he is only 168 pounds, so he breaks those 5 tackles, but only has 26 yards after contact.
Yeah. Well, I mean, overall, great game. I know 49er Pimp got some questions for you, so I'll let him slide in.
Yeah. So my first question is, who the hell is number 44? Is he on the stat sheet? Can
My
I find
fullback.
out?
That's my fullback. My controller's glitching because I have my broken PlayStation 3 controller in as well. Come on.
Well, he didn't show up on the blocking stat sheet tonight, but that man was getting downfield blocks
Oh yeah.
and blocks on the outside edge. He had me wondering what his damn speed is because that boy was getting he was springing guys for those
Oh
long
yeah.
blocks.
Oh yeah.
But I definitely just want to say, really impressive, that your quarterback there was only 3 attempts for 9 yards. We're
Mm-hmm.
seeing a maturation and an evolution of you as a coach, and man, I think you got the right squad. It's looking like that way in week 1, and congratulations on tonight's win. And bring it next week, man. Bring it next
Yes,
week
sir.
because the season's long.
Yes, sir. I one of the runs was I designed it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna roll out here no matter what. But the other two were just, they had to be. Um, but I definitely came in. I picked this team, and I saw the speed. He only has like a 76 speed, and I was like, okay, we got to figure this out because we don't have Caleb Williams anymore. We're not just out running everybody every single play. We're gonna have to figure this out and game plan a little bit differently than we've been.
I appreciate that, Coach. The sophomore looked good tonight. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
You too. Thank you. Good call, boys. Good game. Bruce up.
Thanks.
Coach Brusso.
What up, fellas? How are we?
What up, Coach? Good game overall. I know obviously didn't go your way at the end. A couple sus calls, especially that catch on the right side, pass interference, just stuff like that. But
Mm.
Braylon Allen, man, that kid looking like an absolute stud. I know you lost Berger, Mr. Hamburglar,
Yep.
but Braylon, he's looking like somebody you're going to be able to rely on throughout the season.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore.
He's 6'2", 235, and has some pretty good statistics. I just think, if you look at the entire team right now, and like I said last year, we're a super young football team. Braylon's only a sophomore. Most of our offensive line that are going to be coming back next year are only freshmen or sophomores. So, I like what we saw from Braylon. He ran hard. Did he get stopped on the goal line by one player at one time? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But, figure a kid with 96 break tackle will be able to, at least dive forward on that. But, it was what it was. Taking nothing away from Panda, he won this game. His Baylor Bears came out and just beat us in a track meet. The speed of the game for us, the speed of the Baylor team just really was too much to overcome. And, Graham Mertz making some Graham Mertz decisions, throwing 4 interceptions. The one to the D lineman, I was just like, all right, it's just not our night if that's what's going to happen, right? I mean, that's,
Yeah,
if that's what's going to be going on, then you know what? GG's to him then.
Yeah, me and George talked about that. I don't know how many defensive ends, defensive tackles, whatever, defensive linemen make a play like that, but you got a lot of things to build off. I saw some good stuff from the offense and defense. You'll be playing Grimm next week, brand new coach. What are you expecting to see out of that Texas A&M team?
Well, expect the unexpected, right? We'll have to, just kind of generally go over what we need to protect against. Whether it's just kind of go everything in practice, just kind of a little bit of everything ready for, make our checks, make our adjustments, and we'll adjust as the game goes on. Obviously, we didn't do very well on that tonight, but it's week 1. We're trying to figure out who we are as a football team, and we'll be all right going forward.
Yeah, I agree with you, Coach. That's about it from me. I mean, we all know NWO is a long season. Every single week's a different game, and you never know what'll happen at the end.
True that.
Yeah, Coach, quickly, just want to say that, Panda really called a great game defensively. It really seemed like he was disguising a lot of his coverages. Looked like he was really switching out between 3 down linemen, 4 down linemen, going back in zone, changing it up to man. And it looked like your quarterback really had a great start to this game. That first pick six, I think, kind of like started to leak a little bit of water on that first possession, though. He looked really, really good. I really like what I saw out of your quarterback today, even though, of course, we had the no look interception and then the defensive end interception. And Panda acknowledged it. He said EA was on his side, but he was calling a good game too. I'm just acknowledging both things there. What did you like from your quarterback that he was able to accomplish today? And I know you mentioned interceptions, but not focusing on that, Coach. What did you like from your quarterback?
Well, the fact he has, above 73 throw power compared to last year, that's nice to have. So he can throw the ball more than 15 yards downfield accurately. And with
Yeah, that post route was looking good, Coach. The post route was looking really good. He was able to throw some deep out routes too, even from one side to the other. Is looking good.
Yeah, so the thing is like he has a little bit of, just a little bit more arm talent than Deacon Hill did last year, though Deacon is sitting there on the bench just in case we need him. We wanted to give Mertz the start, see how he would do. And, 2 interceptions, bad decisions, right? 2 of the other interceptions, questionable at best, right? So, I mean, if you take away, if you just boil it down to it, we couldn't match their speed when they were on offense, and we turned the ball over. That's literally the reason why we lost this game. We couldn't match up for speed, and we beat ourselves on offense. We turned the ball over. You can't give a team this good with a coach this good the ball 4 times and not take it away once. So.
Yeah, Baylor played great complementary football on defense to complement what looked like a buzzsaw offense. So, it's not really anything about this game. Moving on, on to Cincinnati, on to next week. I'm really looking forward to what your freshman wide receiver put it down today. Braylon Allen was a problem if he would have gotten more carries. Not to put that on anybody, but you got down early and you had to throw your way out of it. We all understand how that happens. It happened in the earlier NWO game tonight too. So definitely saw some great things from your passing game. Your running game is going to be there, Coach. Good luck to you the rest of the way, and when the quarterback doesn't have so much on his shoulders and he's able to play his game, I look for your team to be a challenging game. So good game, coach.
All right, appreciate it, fellas. Good call.
Thank you.
Yeah, great game right there. I mean, 45-31. I think the game was a lot closer than the score shows, but that is the last game for week 1, week 2, starting up, Wednesday night?
Yeah, revamp. That was an exciting game, man. That was a super exciting game. Wisconsin got that that onside kick. If they had scored on that possession, this game wasn't over yet. That was crazy. The pick six really kind of changed things too. We had a back and forth game right before that. Because both offenses really came out to play. It's just that if you spot Baylor, the score becomes 45 instead of 38. And then this final is different because then Brusso's using his timeouts at the end of the game instead of just letting that clock roll. So it's totally different, man. But this was an exciting, exciting game. Shout out to both coaches, and especially the winning coach, for being able to get it done with a new team. But yeah, man, thanks for the call, dude. This was fun, man.
Yeah, always a good call. I know we've only done a couple together. Hopefully we do some more, but yeah, exciting game for sure. We've had some crazy games so far. I mean, we've had some really close games, 20-22, 23-20. We've had a couple big scoring games. I mean, that's pretty much what we expect out here in the NWO. Some games completely barn burners, some games are low scoring slobber knockers. This was a good week.
Absolutely good week. And I'm just gonna ask all the NWO coaches to leave their Game Shark at home, Don't plug it into your PS3.
I'm
We don't
sweating so damn much.
stop using those Namco modded controllers, man. We don't want that shit anymore.
Yeah, we
Saw
don't
that in the first game, man.
we don't want you to be sweaty. All right.
Thanks to Jimmy. Shout out for Jimmy producing Cincy for it earlier. NWO, we'll see you back soon.
Yeah, see you right now. We'll see you Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, fellas. LSU versus Tennessee. Tennessee making their debut. It is a conference matchup. Good God.
We are clear.
Clear.